I do.
That's what you record.
I have a YouTube channel.
YouTube channel.
I'm just doing a little budget challenge.
No, we're just wondering.
I can turn it off if it's an issue.
No, I'm just wondering, mate.
I'm trying not to record people. I'm just
trying to say.
What's happening, people? I'm out and about again, and as you can see, I am in Halifax town centre. Now, we are going to Marks and Spencer's today for this budget challenge. I've got my 10 quid, Bosch, we're going to go spend it. Now, I'm going to put this all in one video, not like the B&M when I split it into two parts. I am a bit more prepared today, so this should be all good. I'm not sure, if I'm honest, I'm not sure how many days this is going to last. Now, everybody in the comments of the B&M one says you won't get very far in Marks and Spencer's, so this is going to be a challenge. If it lasts one day, it lasts one day. If it lasts 2 days, it lasts 2 days. I am not sure how long it's going to last. I'm not even sure if this Marks and Spencer's has got the best range of foods, because it is pretty small. I probably should have gone to the big one at Pudsey, but when I do a challenge, I make it a challenge. Right, I'm just gonna have a little wander through the Peace Hall because it's a nice afternoon. Status Quo played there last night at the time of filming, but there is no concert on tonight, so it should be nice to walk through. And where I am here in Halifax, we're just going to take a right down this road and nip through the Peace Hall. A little shortcut to Marks and Spencer's rather than walking straight through town centre. So, we've got my tenner, I've got my tenner, and we're going to go spend it. Let's go. So the main entrance to the Peace Hall is just on that road there. We have been down there a few times, but there is a little side entrance down here as well, which is basically where we're going, so we can walk straight through. And Marks and Spencer's is on the straight across the other side of the Peace Hall. No matter where I go, there's always a screaming child on my video, or sirens. Oh well, that's the nature of the game. Right, so you get to this pub here, the Royal, is it the Royal Hotel? The Railway Hotel. And then you take a little left. So I bet this is absolutely, on a gig night here at the Peace Hall, I bet this is absolutely heaving. But it's not a gig night tonight, so we should be able to walk through. Yeah, so it's open. Status Quo were on here last night, and I think it's McFly at the weekend on this stage behind me there. Look at that. All the little pubs and cafes and things are open. Obviously this bar is just for when the acts are on. The water's flowing down the stairs. Did that by accident. Right, anyway, I better not dawdle too long because you're here for a budget challenge, not for a tour of the Peace Hall. And on the opposite side of the Peace Hall there is an exit here, which takes us straight out onto the wool shops, and that is where Marks and Spencer's is. So let's get on here. There we go, M&S. Right, I don't think I'll need a trolley in here, to be honest. I might just need a basket. Let's get in and see what we can find. There's a massive deck chair there. 80p per kilogram of 3. Let's see what tins they've got.
Alright.
I do.
Just that's what you record.
I have a YouTube channel.
YouTube
I'm
channel.
just doing a little budget challenge.
No, I was just wondering.
I can turn it off if it's an issue.
No, I'm just wondering, mate.
I'm not recording. I'm trying not to record people. I'm just
Yeah, I
recording.
was just trying to say.
Vegetable medley there, £1.75. I might be better off getting rather than my vegetables. I was trying not to get frozen things. I'm trying to do fresh, but for variation, there's peas, carrots, cauliflower. I think I'm going to swap that. Put them back. In fact, what I'll do is I'll see you guys back at home and we'll sort it then, because that's put me off my flow a little bit. Okay, that was that. I think I've come in about 7p under budget. We'll have to check the receipt, because I did get something that you've already seen. If you're watching this video, I got the takeaway curry for one, which I'm having tonight, and you guys have already seen it. Right, let's get home and sort it out. Okay, so I am back home now in the kitchen again. I've got the receipt here. Did I come under £10? I'm not sure. Let me work it out, because I did get the curry as well, this chicken jalfrezi, which you guys have already seen, because I'm having that now when I finish this video. But this one's a budget challenge. Right, let's go through it. We've got the vegetable medley, £1.75. Now I got this. I know that you guys say, oh, no fresh fruit, no fresh vegetables. But the problem with the fresh vegetables is they're bloody expensive if you're buying them all individually. And I felt like this one would give me more variety, because there is broccoli, cauliflower, peas and carrots in that. It's 25% of each on the ingredients there, so it's literally, yeah, I'm going to have a bit more options by using this, and it'll last longer because I won't use the full bag. What is it? It's a 1 kilogram bag for £1. What did I say then? £1.75. Right, we have got tomato potatoes. This is a shock. £1.65, and I only got 3. £1.65. I'm sure she might have put them. These are jacket potatoes. These were, I don't think they were supposed to be £2 per kilogram, but obviously with the security guard on my case in there, I just went through the till and I didn't know how much they were. But on the receipt here it says they're Maris Piper potatoes, but £2 a kilogram. Now I got these out of the jacket potato ones, and I'm sure that they were less than that per kilogram. So I think I've been overcharged with them. So £1.65 anyway for 3. It is what it is. I should have checked. Chopped tomatoes, 60p. Now, originally I wasn't going to get chopped tomatoes on this challenge because obviously it's one of my go-tos, isn't it? I always get chopped tomatoes. But I was going to make some sort of different pasta style dish, and I was looking at bechamel sauce, hence why I got eggs. But everything's so expensive in Marks and Spencer's, it just wasn't possible. So we had to go with chopped tomatoes at 60p. Baked beans. Now, a full tin, a big tin of baked beans was 45p, I think. But I went with a small tin because, well, I'm on a budget. 25 pence. So it's not bad, is it, for half a tin? It is half a tin, effectively. 25p. Sausages. We got some sausages. 60% pork, which is 20% more than the other cheap ones, or 18% more than the cheapest one. So these should be okay. £1.80 for 8 sausages. So we'll have to get creative with that. I got some mushrooms because I love mushrooms. So I got some mushrooms here, 90 pence for these. White mushrooms, 300 grams white mushrooms. So that's another good one for me. I got a red onion because I love red onions more than brown onions. Red onions are my favourite. That was 25 pence each then, so that's not too bad. I did think they would have more loose veg. I could have got, like I said, I could have got the carrots loose, but that was basically, didn't have much else apart from the carrots and leek, and then nothing else was really loose. So yeah, we're a bit off. 6 eggs, £1.30. British free range mixed size eggs, £1.30. And this is an absolute bargain. I didn't expect to be getting this. We've got some M&S slow reared higher welfare chicken leg portions. And it looks like there's 3 in there for £1.50. That's an absolute bargain. 50 pence for a chicken leg. They did have chicken drumsticks for a little bit less, but I feel like you get a bit more meat on a chicken leg, and yeah, so we should be able to do something good with them. And so that makes a total. See, I got that on there, so let me just work this out. I think I'll work it out and I'll put it on screen for you now. That is £9.99. Wow, and I wasn't even counting really. I knew I was in the range of a £10. I was willing to go a few pence over. Like I said on the last budget challenge, I am going to allow myself the same as I always do in the pantry cupboard. But because I saved, I've got some little bit of pasta left from the B&M budget challenge. You don't buy pasta all the time, do you? I mean, we've got all that. We've got another bag there. We've got another bag. We've got lots of pasta, lots of rice and things like that. So I might just let myself have a little bit of pasta, a little bit of rice as it is leftovers. And no doubt the girls will be having some of this as well. So it's definitely within the £10 budget because pasta and rice and the things are very, very cheap. And I can't see me being able to hold on to all 8 of these sausages or these chicken legs for that matter, or eggs. So it swings and roundabouts. It's £9.99. We've made it on the budget, and I'll see you guys in the morning for breakfast on day 1. Okay, I had a bit of a lie-in today. It's actually like 10:30 in the morning, so it's not the normal time I would have breakfast. Normally I'd be having cereal or something at about 7:30, but I had a late night yesterday editing videos, so we're cracking on today with a breakfast style brunch. So we're obviously going to start with some of these M&S sausages. Now remember, we haven't got no bread in this budget, although bread was only 75 pence for a loaf, which is not bad for Marks and Spencer's. I probably should have swapped something out and got one. I don't know. We're going to have some sausages, egg, beans, and I'm going to make like a potato hash out of one of these, well, half of one of these, like a hash brown. I was considering making like cubed potatoes and then fried onions and just frying it all in pan, and making like a hash you get up at like Toby Carver, like an American style hash. But I might just make one hash brown now, and so that I can save some of this potato, because I've only got 3 of these potatoes. This is the smallest of the 3, but they're going to need to be put to work elsewhere. So I think half of this potato would make a decent hash brown with a bit of this red onion. So I'm probably going to do that. Scrambled eggs, sausage, and I won't use all this tin of beans, this half tin of beans. I'll just use not much really. But what I'll do, in order to not have this video like a 50-minute video like the vegetarian one, where I did go 3 days as a vegetarian, if you haven't seen that one, I'll link it at the end of this one. But this is what we're going to have for our first brunch. So I'll get cooking. You don't need to see me scramble eggs, microwave beans, or put some sausage in an air fryer. I will give you a little bit of a look at the old hash brown that I'm going to attempt to make, because that could go horribly wrong, couldn't it? So, in fact, no, I'm not going to do scrambled eggs. I'm going to have a fried egg. Let's mix it up. Right, I'll get it all cooking, give you a little look at the hash brown process, and then we'll give it a taste, see if it tastes nice. Okay, so I have cut a little bit off the potato and made this and grated this potato, so I've got to squeeze all the moisture out of that and then do the same with the onion, or a little bit of the onion, and we'll make like a hash brown. Probably get 2 out of that maybe, or maybe 1 big one, not sure. But obviously I peeled the full potato, so I made some chips for a later date. Just going to leave them in cold water and put them in the fridge. So we've got some chips ready to fry for a different meal. But for this breakfast, this is what we're going with. So let's get this cooking. And I also forgot that I had 90p worth of mushrooms, so I'm gonna fry a mushroom or 2 for this breakfast as well, this brunch. So it's a good start, this, right up my street. You guys know I love a full English. I don't have to make my own hash browns though, so let's see how it goes. As always, the onions got me. I have changed my mind again now. I am going to use 2 eggs, and I'm going to have scrambled eggs, because I'm going to use, I need a little bit of egg to keep this mixture together when I'm frying it. So we've got some potatoes and onions in there. I'm going to put some salt and pepper. And yeah, homemade hash browns. Probably going to get 2 out of this, to be fair. I thought I were making so little, but it's amazing. I've used less than half an onion and less than a third of one of them potatoes, and it just goes so far. So scrambled eggs, because I'm gonna beat the egg and put a little bit in here to keep it together. Right, next time you see this mixture, it's going to be in a little frying pan, frying up. I'll be honest, that is looking a lot better than I expected it to. Right, I'll get it all finished up, give you guys a closer look, we'll get to the table and we'll have our brunch. Okay, what did you guys think to that? This looks incredible, I'll be honest. Not the start I thought from a Marks and Spencer's £10 budget challenge. I didn't think I'd be having this as a brunch. We're going to start with the, as always when I do breakfast and stuff, we'll start with the sausage. This is the Marks and Spencer's own brand sausage. I think, what was it, £1.80 for 8 or £1.60 for 8? I can't remember off the top of my head. You'll probably notice on this plate there is a bit of a dollop of brown sauce. That is because I am allowing myself to have sauces in this challenge. 60% pork, proudly advertised on the outside of this banger. Looks like it's got a nice casing on it. Wow, that is absolutely fantastic. That's a great sausage. Only £1.80. I think the ones we buy from Aldi are £1, I want to say 49 or 59, so it's not that much more expensive to get these, and they're actually very, very, very good. Bit of brown sauce. Wow. Big fan of them. That is Aldi brown sauce. It's got a bit of a kick to it. Nice. Mushrooms. I probably made too many mushrooms for you guys' opinion, but I love mushrooms. Can't beat mushrooms. Oh man, that's why I always try and get mushrooms in these budget challenges, because it's one of my favourites. Same as red onion. Beans, Marks and Spencer's beans. Basic beans are beans. A bit of brown sauce in there will elevate them. mix it up in there. That is the absolute best way to have beans. Scrambled egg, obviously, I've had this a million times before. And now, the star of the show, my hash browns, homemade hash browns. What do you guys think to that? I got 3. I mean, they're quite thin. I did flat them down. So I fried them first, as you saw, and then I just finished them off in the air fryer with the sausages to the end. For only a couple of minutes. We'll give them a go. Salt, pepper, a little bit of egg. That is absolutely unbelievable. Oh man. I can't believe I got 3 out of such little ingredients that I used. Wow. That's awesome. Nice, soft, oniony, salt and pepper, nicely seasoned. Compliments to the chef. That is an absolutely banging start. A bit of a breakfast style brunch. So we won't be having a lunch today because this is quite a hefty breakfast brunch. We'll go straight into the evening meal. And we'll probably try to do something with those chicken legs. 3 for £1.50. See you in a minute. For you guys anyway, at tea time. Just before we get to the evening meal, I am going to actually keep all this peels and things like that. A bit of mushroom there, all the potato peels, onion skin, all that sort of thing. And maybe I'm going to try and use them in this video, but I'm not 100% sure. It's just an idea for now. Right, see you at tea time. Okay, so it is tea time on day 1. Now, obviously, with me not getting a lot of food, I'm having the chicken. There is 3 chicken legs in here by the looks of it. 1, 2, possibly 4. I'm going to open it now and have a look, but there is 3 definitely. And yeah, I think there's 3. So that's like 50p a chicken leg. So there are a few options, of course. I've got a few ideas. Obviously, I've still got these, okay, not to spill it, chips that that I cut earlier and left in cold water in the fridge. But I'm not sure I want chicken and chips unless it's fried chicken. Now, I do have in the pantry, I do have some breadcrumbs. The 25 grams of breadcrumbs. So I could, in theory, make eggs, breadcrumbs, and make some sort of breaded chicken. Maybe some homemade chicken nuggets. I don't know. But I've decided to just keep it simple for the first day, and because I'm not sure how I'm using eggs tomorrow, so because I've got something creative tomorrow. So keep watching. So basically, I want to keep it simple today. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get 1 more of the other potatoes out, and I'm going to just air fry one of these chicken legs. We're just going to have a piece of chicken, a chicken leg, shall I have mashed potato or shall I have baked potato? I think I'll mash potato. Mashed potato, and then I've got that big bag of veg, and so I'm just going to have I'll have a bit of everything: cauliflower, broccoli, peas, carrots. Nice and, well, I don't know about healthy, but there's not much potatoes. It's chicken and vegetables and a little bit of potatoes. There probably won't be a lot of mash, to be honest, but it is what it is. That'll leave me with 1 potato and these chips and things left. So we'll have to get creative after today. So what I'm going to do is, I mean, you're not bothered about seeing this going in air fryer, are you? It's a piece of chicken. It's going to go in air fryer. I'll just, in order for this video not to be 50 minutes, I'll get it cooking and I'll bring you back when it's done. So there is 3. You've got 1 big one, 2 big ones, and 1 a little bit smaller. Although that one looks like it's perfect for like fried chicken, doesn't it? So I'm going to cook the 2 big ones, but I'm only going to have 1, and the other one I'm just going to break up and make into chicken. Like just take the chicken off it, the chicken pieces, for something tomorrow. So I'll cook 2 now, and then we'll just save 1. I'll keep 1 uncooked because I don't know what I'm going to do yet, because I don't plan these things. Okay, it's all coming along nicely. Probably about another 5 minutes on that. Everything else is just about done. So what I'll do is I'll plate it up and give you guys a little look at it. Okay, So we are complete, and here it is. You guys take a close look at this, but I'm not going to eat it on camera because I am going to go sit down with my girls who are actually having a honey and mustard HelloFresh sausage tray bake. But I think mine's just as good. I probably had a little bit of gravy. Right. So I'll add my gravy to that, and I'll see you guys in the morning. Also, I did cook both of the other two, so yeah. See you tomorrow. Morning, it's day 2 of the £10 budget challenge, and today I'm going to experiment a little bit more. Now, obviously, with what I bought, probably going to struggle for breakfast because I've got no bread, so you can't make anything toasty, sandwich-wise. So, and I didn't buy any cereal or anything, so going to do a little bit of an experiment. I was considering just not doing breakfast and just making this to see how many meals I could get out of £10. But we're going to have breakfast because I'm going to utilise my muffin tray, which I'll be honest, Mrs. didn't use it for Yorkshire puddings. I've never used it, but I am today. So we're going to make some little like egg cups. So I've seen it online, so this could go wrong. But I've got some mushrooms still. I've got quite a lot of onion still left. I've just cooking a little bit of broccoli, and I'm going to air fry a sausage. And we're going to have, in fact, shall I not bother with the sausage? No, in fact, I'm not going to bother with the sausage. I'm going to make broccoli, mushroom and onion. I'm just going to make them all the same. I was going to mix it up, but we'll not bother with the sausage. I might use it because I don't need to. It's just a waste of a sausage, really. I'll make this like a veggie breakfast. So yeah, we're going to make some like egg muffins. Now, I'm not sure how they're going to turn out. Obviously, I've got salt and pepper, bit of egg in a muffin tin. Yeah, and you cook it in oven bake for 25 minutes. I've seen it online. It should look something like this. Whether it will or not is another thing. But I'm going to give it a go because why not? I'm trying to be more creative. So if you like these budget challenges and you want me to be even more creative, give it a like, share it out. You know the drill. Right, I'll get cooking. Basically, I'm just going to chop the onion up, chop mushroom, chop some of this broccoli up, and put it in the oven. I'll show you what it's like when I put it in these top 3 at muffin tin, a mix, and hopefully it comes out all right. Who knows? So this is it. I've got the 2 eggs already beaten like that. I added a touch of milk just to give me a bit more of the mixture. We've got 2 little mushrooms, a tiny little bit of onion, and a few broccoli, and obviously salt and pepper. Now, all the times that I've seen this online, they've actually added cheese. Now, of course, I don't have any cheese, so I'm not sure if this is actually going to work. I don't know if the cheese is to help keep it together. I don't know if the cheese is important apart from just for flavour, so we'll see. What I am going to do, I've got a bit of this Mexican style spice mix, so I'm gonna put a little drop of this. This was from a HelloFresh recipe that we haven't used. I'm gonna put a little drop of this. It's got ground cumin, paprika, onion powder, sea salt, black pepper, garlic granules, pimento, thyme, chili powder, oregano. I'm going to put a little bit of this in one of them. Just one, because I don't know if I like this. So we'll see what it's like. Like I say, get it out of my pantry. You know, I can use my herbs and spices, and I thought this is something a little bit different. Mexican style egg muffins. I don't know. I'm only going to put it in one though. Right, I'm going to oil this up. I've got to preheat the oven, which I forgot to do. So I'll give you a little look at this, and then hopefully the next time you see me, these will be coming out fantastic. Well, that looks a lot better than I thought it was going to. Onions in there. I just hope they don't overfill, because I think they might rise, and I think that might be too much. I might have made enough for 4. I did use 2 eggs. I thought that would be plenty. So that's the onions. Mushroom. The mushroom's going raw. Well, everything goes in raw. I'd just cook the broccoli out a little bit. I made far too many mushrooms. Broccoli. Overflow of broccoli. Probably putting far too much in these, to be fair. But never mind, you know what? It is what it is. Right, and originally I was just going to put the Mexican spice mix on just one of them. But you know what? Oh, it smells. Let's put a bit on all three. Might just help with the flavour a little bit. Right, okay, I'll get them in the oven, 15 to 17 minutes. I'll see what they turn out like. Totally forgot to salt and pepper the eggs. Dear me. Hopefully that Mexican spice mix helps with that. Right, I can always salt and pepper them after. We're probably going to have a bit of tomato ketchup, I think. Or would you have brown sauce? I think tomato ketchup with these. Maybe nothing. We'll taste them on their own first. Right, they're in 15 to 17 minutes apparently. Bring you back when they're done. Right, they're done. And they have gone massive. They look like full-on muffins. Come and have a look at this. Look at them. Now, they it said 15 to 17 minutes on the... I'm not even sure if they're going to be done underneath, you know, because it said 15 to 17 minutes on the instructions on the internet, and they've only been in for like 9, but I did have them quite a high heat, so don't know. What do you think, people? What do you think? Right, I'll get them onto a plate and try and make them look a little bit more presentable, and we'll have a taste. Hope they're cooked on the inside. I'll tell you what, they don't actually look too bad. Look at that. What do they taste like? More importantly, what's the sauce that you'd have with it? I am just going to try one on its own. So, it is cooked all the way through, but it doesn't look... Well, it looks alright, to be fair. It's absolutely roasting. Oh, I can actually taste that little bit of Mexican spice in there. You've got the... Look at that. You've got... I mean, the bottom's a little bit burnt, but you've got that broccoli going all the way through it. Look at this. If it focuses. If it focuses. If it focuses. Get my head out of the way. Never mind. There we go. Anyway. Let's taste it. My head is screaming hot sauce. But I'm scared of it. I'm thinking brown sauce or tomato ketchup. I do have this Kentucky habanero hot sauce because it was 30p. However, I've just looked at the date, and the reason it's 30p is because it's blooming 5 months out of date. So we'll scrap that off and I'll stick to my original one. I reckon I'm going to go brown sauce. I'm going to go brown sauce. Breakfast always good with some brown sauce in it. I do think that the Mexican spices probably suit tomato sauce more, but we'll dip it in brown sauce. Oh yeah. Overall, for a first attempt, I don't think that has come out too badly. What do you guys think? Right, 3 of these, filling enough. Probably could have got away with 2. Right, I'll see you at lunchtime. Okay, so it's lunchtime, day 2. Like I said earlier in the video, I am allowing myself to use things from the pantry. So I've got literally a handful of fusilli pasta. It's actually left over from the previous budget challenge. So I'm kind of counting that because, you know, if you're going to do this on the regular, if you're shopping on a budget, you're going to have things left over. I've had rice left over, I've had pasta left over. These things you don't buy every week unless you're eating it all the time. And obviously, trying to mix things up. I'm using some anyway. You don't like it, get over it. I'm using some. I've already got it on here. I have cooked a sausage. Only going to be a very, very small dish. This obviously, it's only lunchtime. I'm going to try and make something a bit more creative at tea time. But I've got sausage in the air fryer, which is just about done. I'm going to cut up a mushroom, and we're going to have a little bit of chopped tomatoes, and once again I'm going to season it with this Mexican style spice mix. So it's going to be kind of like a sausage and mushroom Mexican pasta dish. Who knows, it is what it is, just to give it the tomatoes a little bit of flavour. I did see the comments, I think it must have been on the B&M one, about putting sugar in your tomatoes to make them less bland and a bit less bitter. But I'm going to go with the Mexican style spice mix. We don't actually have any sugar in the house. We don't keep sugar in this house. Because in my tea I've changed to sweeteners recently. So that's what we're having in my cup of tea instead of having 1 sugar in each cup. Right, like I said, the sausages you've seen already. I'm going to just let this pasta cook, and then I'm going to drain it off. I'm going to fry the mushrooms slightly first, and then I'll just put this all in. So have a look at it in the pan and I'll show you the bowl. Okay, so it's all basically done now. I'm just going to add a lot of this Mexican style spice mix, and I'm not going to be shy on it because I quite liked it, to be fair, in the eggs this morning. So, straight away you got that smell. Right, just stir this in, let it cook through. Give you a look. I thought I made so little here, but there's a decent sized portion, to be fair. Right. See you at the table. We'll have a taste of this Mexican style sausage and mushroom pasta. There we go, people. Look at that. Sausage and mushroom and tomato Mexican style pasta. Let's have a taste. So I was going to go and sit at the table, but the girls have commandeered the table. They're planning their Japan trip. They're going to Japan for 2 weeks later on this year, and they're making plans. So I'm stuck in the kitchen, but it doesn't matter. Here it is, the sausage and mushroom Mexican style tomato pasta. Wow. I went for it with that. I went for it with that Mexican style spice mix there. Jesus. Or should I say, Jesus. It is spicy. But you know what? It's tasty. Now, this wasn't the planned pasta dish. I wanted to make like a chicken and mushroom style with a white sauce. Just wasn't possible. Too expensive. However, what would go nice with this, and I get this on a lot of budget challenges, a bit of garlic bread, a bit of garlic baguette. Cheapest garlic baguette in Marks and Spencer's, £1.10. They had a little separate fridge for garlic baguettes that they made. They didn't have no budget garlic baguettes. £1.10 for one. I'm sure you can get 2 for £1 from other supermarkets. You can get them for about 38p for one. Anyway, I'm gonna go smash this. I'm good, isn't it? Onto tea time. It's gonna start getting tricky now. I've got that chicken we cooked. So some veggies. What else we got? We got some chips. I did take all the chicken off the bone, so I've still got the bones as well. We'll see. I'll see you at tea time. Okay, so it's tea time, and as you can see, probably by the lighting, I've left this one pretty late. I did fall asleep on the sofa, so I'm not going to be as creative as I was intending to be today. We'll crack on with that tomorrow. I am editing this video as I go along, so I appreciate everyone who's still watching here at the 41-minute mark. I'm just going to have something very, very simple for my tea. Sausage, chips and beans, because I've still got them chips that will probably need eating by now because they've been in that cold water for like over 24 hours. So we've only used 2 out of the 8 sausages, so we've got 6 sausages left. So, and we've got the rest of that little tin of beans, but that will be it for the beans. So yeah, just something simple: sausage, chips and beans. You can't beat it. Right. Air frying the sausage, deep frying the chips, microwaving the beans. You don't need to see it. I'm going to try to keep this short and sweet. Here is the sausage and chips and beans. Okay, I cooked all 6 sausages because I'm probably going to have them tomorrow for my breakfast in the morning. Did the fried the chips in here, and the beans should just be about done. So let me get it onto a plate. Give you guys a closer look. It is currently half time of the Man United game, so I'm going to go watch the second half with my girls and have our tea. So I'll see you guys in the morning. Have a look at this sausage, chips and beans. Very simple. Tomorrow, I promise, the last day, I'm going to be as quick as I can, but I'm going to be as creative as I can. So I'll see you in the morning. Check this out. And I know what you're going to say. You should have chucked a fried egg on there. But I might need that tomorrow as well. Right, I'll see you guys in the morning. Okay, it's day 3. As you can see, I'm not in the kitchen. And that's because I learned something new today. The camera I use is a DJI Pocket Osmo 3 Creator Combo. And it comes with this mic here. And what I didn't know until recently, well, until this morning, is that you can turn the camera on and off with the mic. Obviously, I didn't know what the buttons did on the mic. I just turned it on and it works. So I messed up today because I must have turned the camera off while I was making my breakfast. But basically, I had exactly the same as I had on the first day, but no eggs. And I swapped the beans for tomatoes because we've got no beans left, so I've had a few more of the tomatoes. We've got a little bit of tomatoes left, so I'll put a makeshift picture on the screen now of what I had. Check it out, and I'll see you guys at lunchtime. Apologies. Oh well. 2 more meals. We're going to get 2 more meals out of this lot. So lunch and tea, or dinner and tea, lunch and dinner, whatever you want to call it. 2 more meals, and that'll complete 3 days for £10. I don't think I did too bad. Although the final meal today, you might be a bit, you're cheating, but we'll see. See you at lunchtime. Okay, so it is lunchtime on day 3. Now, a couple of options. Well, not really. One option. I'm going to make a soup. I did mention that I kept hold of the chicken bones, and they're in there. And also I've kept some like peels and offcuts and things from the things that I've used so far. There's not loads, but what I'm going to do is I'm going to boil that in a pan, and I'm going to make like a stock, and then I'm going to add some, I dropped them, but it's all right. And then I'm going to add some carrots and cauliflower from here, but mainly carrots. I'm going to mainly pick all the carrots out of this bag and make like a carrot. I've got a few tomatoes left, carrot and tomato soup sort of thing, and just see what it's like. Or should I do carrot and broccoli? I'm not sure. Obviously the options were, I have mushrooms as well. I've still got some mushrooms left, and I've also got all the chicken from the remaining 2 chicken legs which I picked off, so I could have made a chicken and mushroom soup, but I think I'm going to do something different with the chicken for tea tonight. So I'm going to make, or I'm going to attempt to make, a vegetable soup. But it's not going to be vegetarian or anything like that because I am using the chicken bone stock. So, yeah, I'll get it boiling and see what happens, and then I'll sieve it out, and yeah, we'll see what happens. I am going to blend the vegetables. I'm going to make it a thicker soup. I generally would prefer a bit of a thicker consistency to my soup than like a water-based, and then the vegetables are floating about. I'm not a fan of that type of soup, so I will be making it and then blending it up and making it a bit of a thicker soup. In an ideal world, you want to have some bread with it, don't you? But not today, unfortunately. No bread on this challenge, so it is what it is. Right, I'll get this soup made, and I'll bring you back when it's all... Well, I'll bring you back just before I blend it. So, the stock is boiling, as you just saw there. I've separated some carrots and some cauliflower, and that's about it. I'll add these, a little bit of tomatoes as well. Yeah, normally, if I'm making a soup like this, I would have gone for the broccoli and like a Stilton or a cheese. Broccoli and cheese, that is one of my favourites. But we'll go carrot and cauliflower today. Beggars can't be choosers. There's definitely no room in the budget for cheese. Right, come and have a look at this. Okay, so we actually didn't have a lot of tomatoes left, so that is all there is in the blender, in the NutriBlend, tomatoes wise. But we have got plenty of stock and carrots and cauliflower, so that's just about done. I did cut up the carrots a little bit because they were taking too long to soften up, and we want them, like I said, creamy. So it's about done now. So what I'll do is I'm going to get it all in here, and we'll blend it, and then put it back in and just make sure it's warmed through. Okay, so I haven't put all the stock in there. I'm just going to see what it turns out with. But that is it. I've put all the veggies in there, but we can always add a bit more stock. You can't take it away if it's too thin, right? See if I can remember how to use this. Nice, it's the thick consistency that. Is it going to be too thick? I think it's a little bit too thick, so we'll add a bit more of the stock. Give it a little bit longer. I'll sort it out to get to the right consistency. You guys take a look at it. Okay, it's all important taste time. What do you think to that? Look at that. It's definitely orange. It's like carrot heavy. Not enough tomatoes in there, but you know, I had to stretch that tin as far as I could. Probably not enough cauliflower. Should have put broccoli in, I think. Very, very carroty. What goes with carrot? What should I put in? What herbs? Coriander? You know what? It's just like mushed up carrots. It's decent. I mean, there's a lot there. I just can't see. I seem to make too much. Like, that's a massive, massive bowl of soup that is full to the top. It's a nice consistency, a nice flavour. Probably, as always with me, I'm like I say, I'm no cook, no chef. I need to salt and pepper it. That's probably about it. Salt and pepper in there would be absolutely fantastic. Right, I'm running out of things now. I've just got a bit of chicken left and that's about it. So tea time will be interesting. See you in a minute at tea time. Okay, it is tea time on the final day, day 3 now. This challenge was obviously very difficult. £10 at Marks and Spencer's does not get you very far. However, I have got left 2 chicken legs, the meat of 2 chicken legs. Probably over half this bag of kilogram mixed veg and 1 single egg. Now, I did have some sausages as well. I think 2 or maybe 3 sausages. I can't remember off the top of my head. But they went away because Dino daughter had a sausage sandwich. So technically that's an extra meal, isn't it? Obviously I didn't have no bread. But I wasn't planning on using them for anything. Bit of a random mix of stuff left. So, excuse me. What I was thinking is, I'm going to use something from my pantry. It's like a swap out for the sausages because we have rice, lots of rice. And I'm sure you guys have lots of rice anyway. You buy rice in like a kilogram and then, unless you have it on the regular, which we don't, I'm the only one in that house who actually likes it, hence why we've got a full tub of it all the time. It's like it's not something I'd buy on the regular, like I say, so I buy it every 2 months, maybe 3 months. So I'm thinking chicken fried rice is the only thing I can do. It's technically cheating because like I'm using rice. So that's what I'm going to make. I'm going to use I'm going to like it's a bit of a ball taking stuff out of this, but I did it for the carrots and the cauliflower. But I'm just going to use peas out of here. So it's basically just going to be 1 egg, rice, some of this chicken. I'm not going to use all this chicken. The rest can go to the dogs and cats. The dog and cats. We've only got 1 dog. We've got 3 cats though. And yeah, that's it. So I'm just going to make chicken fried rice. I'm actually not going to show you guys because obviously this video is long enough. So, and it's technically cheating. So, you know what I mean? On to the next one. Get in the comments now. Where do you want me to do the next £10 budget challenge? I think I did quite well. Let me know what you guys thought. We've had homemade hash browns, homemade soup, and I'm about to do homemade chicken fried rice. So, what did you guys think to that? I apologise it was very long. I did think I was going to be able to edit it a little bit down further, but it is what it is. When I get talking, don't I? Thanks for watching. We're going to do a normal kitchen review tomorrow. In here, we've got, what have we got? I think we've got something from Asda. A little takeaway treat. So, I'll catch you on the next one. Make sure you subscribe to the channel and like this video if you like it. And if you've watched all the way to the end, I applaud you and thank you. That is how you support a creator on YouTube. Just joking. Bye-bye.